Hey everyone, Pupsker here. Today in the First Descendant, we are going to go over how you can farm Pyromaniac on hard mode fast. As you can see on the left side, attribute resistance, no shock, he is weak to cold. If you have like a Viesa or a Haley built up, they can do a lot of damage. Haley is really good at one-shotting, but it's up to you, right? If you have that, it takes a lot of time to farm. I haven't farmed up a Haley or a Viesa properly and built them up at all. But you can always shoot out the sensors, core, cover, and you can match your weapons weak point type to those to do more damage, if that's something you really care about. As always, weak point, shoulder, core cover, balancer, sensor, shoot those out for a little damage boost, and when it goes into haywire mode, shoot out the back. All of the amorphous are pretty good for like some ultimates here and there, but I haven't farmed any up right now. But that's how Pyromaniac itself on hard mode. I will be rocking my Tamer right here. Decent build, it's a pretty strong weapon. Instead of electric, I will throw on a chill enhancement. And just damage good, shoot boss, makes sense. I don't have a one-shot character build, but if you do, it's probably on Haley or Lepic for this boss in general, because that's what people have been using lately. My Greg's Reversed Fate is also somewhat built up, but it has Toxic Enhancement on it because that's slotted in for now, but judge that as you will. And my Descendants for my Ajax himself is just tankiness, HP collector, so I don't die as easily, and a little bit of damage with that. So my dude is tanky. I have 19k HP. 45k defense because my external components add a ton. And if you want and need any sort of mod that is good against Pyro, any sort of the like anti-freeze type solution mods are really good. Pyro is fire, so obviously not anti-freeze. You'd want the like fire heat release. Okay, I wasn't sure if I actually had it, to be honest. That's why I showed off the antifreeze one. But you'd want something like heat release, burn immunity, and it gives you fire resistance. So if you ever need better defenses against any of the hard mode bosses, try to obtain, farm, and collect the burn and type immunity mods, the just status immunity mods that also give resistance, because these are very good, and I would probably recommend you use them if you have troubles taking damage. I use these early on. It may have helped, it's hard to even say, but heat release will definitely help so you don't get burned. Either way, let's farm up this boss itself, and then we'll talk about that. I will do it solo, private, etc., and we'll just destroy the boss as we do. Talk about the mechanics and how to kill it quickly. We could always just have one-shot builds, but they kind of universally work on everything. So if you're curious about one-shot builds, there's a lot of Lepic one-shot builds, as I said before, and right now, Haley one-shot builds. So yeah, try it out. I'm using my abilities so that I can get mana a little faster and stack up damage on the boss. So there we go. My next fourth ability is enhanced to give more damage. So there we go. I use that. This is phase one where he spawns up, try to do as much damage, shoot out the shoulders. It's really hard with an LMG to shoot the weak points a ton. And I only have one weak point mod on. Oh, these dudes always interrupt you and it's really annoying. There we go. Need some ammo. Try to keep track of where ammo or health drops on the ground for bosses, because you're going to want to know that when you're running low and you can't actually like do a lot. When you need to pick up HP or ammo, I have HP collector on, so that's why, there we go. We're good there. Do that. He does some damage. So he went into enraged immunity mode. So as you can see, I have the weapon damage to really down him quickly. The issue is getting him apart from his immunity. Gotta shoot his little back core, and that is really hard to shoot, as you can see. Because he keeps firing at you, and keeping you out of his range. Ah, there we go. Now I can just over top, shoot out his shoulder. You usually want to shoot out these back guys. They up his enragement timer. Immunity timer, call it what you will. Now we shoot out his little head spots. Dang, he knocked me down to his legs, so we shoot out his weak points on his leg. I'm a very tanky Ajax for not being like fully built or anything, so I'm not really having issues here. And that's what you generally want, to be pretty tanky. If you just want to oonga boonga it with a gun, like I do with Ajax. You can also, again, like I said earlier, use Descendants, Chill Descendants, Nuke Descendants, and then just throw on HP Defense and maybe HP Collector, and that Heat Resistance mod if you need it, either solo or in publics, it doesn't matter. And then just go ham at the boss like this. He's about to go in rage again, but looks like we're good there. I'm just going to swap to my gun so I can quickly get damage on him. Swap to my Greg's Reverse Fate, because there we go. He's going to enrage. Because whenever you hit tab, you can scan him and see that his enragement timer is the pink bar. And that works obviously on every single boss in the game. That's just the mechanic of it. Oh, no. Okay, can't shoot that. Because the easiest way to shoot the back is to either get behind or get over top. And it's really hard to get behind this boss, because he just keeps moving. So it's hard to actually one-shot him if you don't have a one-shot build. I know, right? Like, what a pain in the butt. What an actual pain in the butt. Just use that to kill him. Get some health there. Now I'm maxed out again, almost. That's why I love using Ajax, to just be pure tank. Kill the boss like that. See? And then his enragement's already up. So it's hard to knock out that enragement timer, honestly. I have a lot of troubles with it. Let me know if you do as well, because I feel like a lot of people do. It's just a pain. There we go. Got a little bit of HP. And then this is like a sub 4-minute kill with not a perfect build or anything. Just a partial build. If you have any sort of things you prefer for this boss, let me know and shout it out in the comments, of course. I'm just going over all of the bosses so that if anyone ever needs a guide or gets into the game, needs a beginner guide, hopefully it helps them out. I'm hoping I don't activate his enragement again, and I can just kill him off this. It's hard to say. Yeah, he enraged again. Dang it. That's really the issue there is, can you get him before he enrages? Do you have the damage? And can you output a lot of damage when he's struggling? Because whenever he's knocked down, he doesn't like enrage whenever you break one of his weak points. And when he falls down, he doesn't enrage gain during that time. But hey, see? So hard to shoot his back piece. And then the kingfishers everywhere are just a pain, so they knock you around. Makes it even harder. What a pain. But as long as you build somewhat tanky, it's not the worst. And then he just gives up his enragement after like a minute or so. And then you just finish him off. Bada bing, bada boom. That is how you can kill Pyromaniac relatively fast in the First Descendant. Of course, always use what you have at the time for what you have. If you struggle a little bit, you can always try running publics, throwing a catalyst on your character or weapon, and just building up your mods more, because a lot of this game is just build your stuff up more. Yeah, I don't have a item there, so a lot of it is just to build up all of your weapon descendants more and mods, and then just kill it. Looks like on hard mode, that boss has 24 million damage. I never really bothered looking at that, but hey, that's why it's important to add on the proper element. I had 8.3 million firearm chill damage, and that's from one mod, so it's always important that you match the elemental type. And if you want more damage, you can throw on a second type of damage mod like Chill Priority. And I would recommend this late game for meta damage builds, is swapping these around and using these, because holy crap, do they add a lot of damage. So let me know what you think, everybody. Sub like, use First Descendant, Nexon creator code, Pupsker #8809. All my socials in the description. Cheers, cheers.